Boys, today we are back, and in today's video I'm going to be going over my predictions for the UFC Mexico card going down in a few days. And I'm not gonna lie, this card's pretty shit. The top few fights are decent, but most overall this card's pretty bad. But there's a lot of Mexican and Latin American talent, which is nice. But yeah, it's not a terrible card overall, but not the best. So yeah, let's get right into it. Some of these first fights I had no idea like who even are these motherfuckers. So the first one, Regina Taryn versus Ernesta Caracate. Regina Taryn is supposed to be some like hot girl. Like I just saw on Twitter, like people like think she's hot. I didn't really get a good look at her to like tell, but people think she's hot. So a lot of people are picking her, but give me Ernesta Caracate. She's been in the UFC before, has experience. And yeah, I'm not going to spend too much time on this one because who really gives a shit? Moving on. Wes Schultz versus the GOAT, Damian Penis. We are going with Damian Penis to win. He did look good on his Contender Series fight. I know he did fight on the Contender Series. He did look good. I think he won by finish. So we are Penis fans over here, Damian Penis, and we are hoping Penis gets the job done. We are hoping Penis slimes all over Wes Schultz, or slimes out Wes Schultz, should I say. And Wes Schultz, I think he's coming off the Contender too. I don't think he's that good. So give me Penis. Yeah, give me Penis. Fuck it. Moving on. Eric Silva versus Francis Marshall. Now, Eric Silva has been won on the Contender Series and then lost twice by finish. He's a can. And I think Francis Marshall isn't that bad. He has a win over Dennis Bazooka in the UFC. He's got some other wins. Marcelo Roja, lost to Isaac Delgarian, lost to William Gomes, lost to Myron Santos. Yes, I'm looking up his profile because I don't really remember shit about Francis Marshall, but he's got some decent wins. Won on the Contender Series. Lost to Delgarian before he started fixing fights. Gomes by splits, that's not a good loss. Myron Santos fought to a split decision, but I don't rate Myron Santos that highly. Dennis Bazooka split. I'm gonna go Francis Marshall. He's got UFC wins. Eric Silva does not have a UFC win other than the Contender Series. And if I remember correctly, the guy just goes out there and gets fucking finished in 5 seconds. So give me Francis Marshall. Moving on. Douglas Silva de Andrade has fucking been in the UFC forever. I don't know how he's still here, but he is fighting Javier Reyes, And yeah, we're going to go to Javier Reyes' profile on ESPN. Okay, fought on Dana White's Contender Series, got a dub. Okay, featherweight. Losses recently to people outside the UFC. I don't know if I like that. Douglas Silva and Andrade. I don't think he's fought in a while. Yep, hasn't fought since 2024. He's just not good either. Neither of these guys are probably good. But give me Javier Reyes. Younger guy. Douglas Silva de Andrade is 40. Reyes is up there for, I mean, that's not bad for UFC fighter 32, but Douglas Silva de Andrade is 40. He's taken a lot of damage. Reyes is coming off a nice victory on the Contender. He's got a lot of finishes, it looks like. Let me just go back to his profile. 18 out of 22 fights finished. Yeah, Javier Reyes is probably going to slam out Douglas Silva de Andrade. Although de Andrade is tough, give me fucking Reyes by finish. Oh, I didn't fucking say how I think these people will win. Give me Francis Marshall by first round. Francis Marshall isn't a finisher. Give me Francis Marshall by decision. Give me Penis by first round knockout. Let's go Penis. And give me Caracate by decision. And Reyes, give me second round TKO. Moving on. Christian Quinones versus Chris Moutinho, who is the worst fighter in the UFC roster. These guys are fighting for the worst fighter in the UFC. Obviously, we know Chris Moutinho. No editing. Obviously, we know Chris Moutinho just goes out there and gets slimed. Lost to Sean O'Malley. Although he kept it not competitive, but he was a punching bag, but at least he stayed in the fight. Took a few years off. Well, not a few years off, but took a few fights outside of the UFC, came back. They fed him Chris Moutinho. What did I just say? They fed him Chris Moutinho. It's late, boys. I just fucking got off work, so I'm sorry. They fed him Malcolm Wellmaker, and Wellmaker slimed him out bad with a right hook. So yeah, Chris Moutinho, not that good at fighting, but Christian Quinones isn't that good either. Lost twice in a row by submission. He did beat Khalid Taha and Zhao Long. Yeah, also looking him up, I don't really remember shit about him. He's shit, but he's better than Chris Moutinho. I genuinely think I could go in there and, I've never trained a day in my life, but I think I could go in there and probably land a few shots on Moutinho. He'd definitely finish me, but I think I could land like a fucking 1-2 on his chin probably. So, yeah, give me Christian Quinones by second round submission after rocking Matinho. Matinho's tough, but he gets rocked, and then Christian Quinones pulls off a submission. Fuck it. I don't even know. Does Christian Quinones even go for submissions? Just give me him second round TKO, all right? These fights fucking suck. All right. Finally, a fight I don't have to fucking look up. Aylin Perez versus Macy Chiasson. Macy Chiasson is coming off one loss. She has looked good before, but then in other fights she looks terrible. Let me actually look up who she lost to. Let's see here. I don't quite remember. Was it Mayra Bueno Silva? No. Ketlin Vieira and Yana Santos. She's on a 2-fight skid. She looked decent before that, beating Mayra Bueno Silva and Penny Kianzad. Yeah, Aylin Perez. Who has she beaten recently? Let's look, because I can't remember, because I don't give a shit about women's fights. Okay, she's on a 5-fight win streak. Damn. She beat Carol Rosa the last time. That's a decent win for a woman. Has a win over Jocelyn Edwards not too long ago, 2024. All right, give me Aylin Perez. Give me Aylin Perez to mix in the wrestling. Give me Aylin Perez by decision, and then she shakes ass after. Isn't that what she does? Isn't she like an OnlyFans model? So give me her to win by decision and then shake some ass after. So, we're rooting for her too. Moving on. Jose Daniel. Oh my God, this guy's on the card. Fucking hell. Jose Daniel Medina. This guy genuinely just goes out there to get finished. Lost to Atiba Gauthier. Lost to. Did he fight fucking Rufy? No. Magomed Gaziasulov, Zach Reese. Oh my God. Atiba Gauthier. Lost by fucking knockout, of course. Dusko Todorovic by submission. Yeah, man. Jose Daniel Medina's gonna probably lose, but he's fighting Ryan Gandra. Let's look him up. Sorry, boys. I don't remember shitty fighters, so he's just got one win on the Contender Series. That's it. UFC debut. Give me him to win. Jose Daniel Medina's genuinely just not good. I feel bad for the guy. Genuinely just goes out there and gets finished. But I mean, hey, he's getting another UFC payday, so credit to him. But give me Ryan Gandra by first round TKO. Medina's tough, but he's just not that good. Moving on. Holy shit, we're already through the fucking prelims? No. All right, main card. Who the fuck are these guys, man? I gotta look this up. I'm sorry. Santiago Luna. That name sounds familiar. Does he? I think he has a win in the UFC, not even on Contender, just in the UFC. He does. He beat Quang Lee by TKO at Noche UFC. Why don't I remember this finish? Was it a mid-finish? Someone let me know in the comments down below if it was a mid-finish, but actually no one's even gonna be watching this. My fucking fight night predictions get no views. Comment Charles Oliveira if you're watching at this point. My goat. But yeah, he beat Quang Lee, Santiago Luna. Let's look at the other guy, Angel Pacheco. Oh my God, bro. Lost on Contender and got signed, and lost to Callan Loughran back in 2024. Hasn't fought in. This is on a main card. And we thought Paramount was going to be better. Wow. And we thought Paramount was going to be better. This is insane, man. Give me Santiago Luna. He's already going to win in the UFC, a KO over Quang Lee, I think he's a tough guy. So give me Santiago Luna by second round TKO over Angel Pacheco, who I genuinely know nothing about. Moving on. Imanol Rodriguez versus Kevin Borjas. Now, Kevin Borjas has been in the UFC for a bit. He doesn't win a lot. He's not that good. He's only here because he is Peruvian. But Imanol Rodriguez, yes, he did get a win on the Contender. I think I remember this guy a little bit. I don't remember the exact finish. It was a TKO. I do watch Contender Series, but I only watch the finishes. I don't even watch the full fight. I just see if there's a finish or not. Call me a casual. But let's look at Borjas. Borjas, yeah, he doesn't just win. He just doesn't win. His only win was against Ronaldo Rodriguez, who's genuinely shit. We found out. Yeah, lost to everyone else. Lost to Josh Van. Lost to Alessandro Costa. Give me Imanol Rodriguez by decision. Kevin Borjas is tough. He doesn't get finished a lot other than Alessandro Costa. So give me Imanol Rodriguez, 29-28 decision. Borjas will steal around. Imanol is unexperienced. So I think he loses around, but still beats Borjas 2-1. So moving on, Edgar Chairez versus Felipe Bunez. Now, I'm an Edgar Chairez fan. Edgar Chairez is one of my favorite fighters in the UFC. Because after that last win, oh my God, I can't remember who it was against. It was so fucking sad. He said he lost his dad. He was crying. I felt so fucking bad for him. Genuinely felt so bad for him. Who did he beat? He beat CJ Vergara by submission. Yep. Lost to Joshua Van, of course, in an absolute scrap at the Sphere. That was an insane fight. Chairez had Van fucking wobbly in that fight, if you remember. Chairez is a beast. His record doesn't really show it, but he's better than his record is. He had a lot of losses coming into the UFC. He has a no contest, which sucks. I hate people that have no contest. Charles has a no contest, and it literally fucking pisses me off. I wish they'd just give him a loss, genuinely, or a win. I don't care. I just want that no contest off his record. It just makes the record look so weird. But anyway, That's besides the point. Felipe Bunes is ass. So give me Edgar Chairez. Get another win, 2-fight win streak, and I hope Chairez, moves up the rankings. Bunes is 1-2 in the UFC. Lost to Josh Van by knockout in his debut. Damn, that's a tough debut. Beat Jose Johnson by submission. That guy was like, I'm pretty sure he was like fucking 5'11", fighting at flyweight for some reason. But yeah, give me Chairez. Give me Chairez to win by decision. Chairez isn't that big of a finisher, or he could latch up a sub over Bunes, but I like Chairez. I fuck with him heavy. I really hope he wins in Mexico and he gets a nice crowd pop. Moving on. All right, we're finally here. Fucking people we know. I mean, we know Chairez, but you know what I mean. Daniel Zellhuber versus King Green. This is low-key a tough fight. I'm not even going to cap. Daniel Zellhuber just lost to Michael Johnson and Esteban Ribovics back-to-back. His fight with Ribovics was decent. His fight with Michael Johnson wasn't that good. He got dropped in the second round. King Green obviously coming off the win over, I think he fought a no-name. Didn't he fight like a no-name? Yeah, Lance Gibson Jr. That was his last one. Other than that, he got slammed out by Mauricio Rufy last year and then submitted by Pimlet in July. This is tough because, Bobby Green is coming off a win. I mean, it is a split. This shouldn't be that tough, right? I just don't know why I see fucking Daniel Zellhuber getting pieced up by King Green. I don't know why I see that, but I just do. Zellhuber's younger, so much younger, taking way less damage. If Zellhuber lands a big one on Bobby Green's chin, he's getting wobbled. Like, this guy can't take damage anymore like he used to after the fucking Jalen Turner and Mauricio Rufy knockouts, bro. I want to pick King Green, and it's a sneaky little underdog. I'm guessing he's an underdog, but I am going to go with Zellhuber. He's got so much more reach and range, and he's younger. I think he'll make it boring, though. I think Zellhuber will skate around. King Green will have his hands down, trying to get in his face, trying to pressure Zellhuber, but I think Zellhuber will skate around the outside of the octagon. Kind of like a Volk performance, fucking jab, fucking leg kick once in a while. Maybe, toss in a big right hand every, once around. So give me Zellhuber by 30-27 decision after King Green just tries to get in his face. Maybe 29-28. Maybe Bobby will steal a round off him, but I think Zellhuber's reach, his willingness to not get in a scrap and just point fight and try to win, I think that works like a guy against Bobby Green who doesn't have a lot of technicality when it comes to footwork, but he just goes out there to scrap. So, damn, that was actually fire analysis by me. That may be my best fucking analysis I've ever done. So, give me Zellhuber 29-28. I say King Green, gets a round off it. Moving on. David Martinez versus Marlon Chito Vera. Now, I can't pick Marlon Vera in a fight anymore, bro. I genuinely can't. He's unpickable. Bedtime made like a great video, like going over like the most unpickable fighters. And Bedtime, I love Bedtime. If I could meet him one day, that would be my fucking dream. And, he's the reason I started this channel. Sorry, I just went off on a little fucking side note, but Bedtime, I fuck with you. If you ever find my videos, I am your fucking biggest fan, bro. But anyway, David Martinez coming over. He's got one win on. I knew he fought Rob Font last, but I couldn't remember. Got a win on Contender in 2024. Fought twice in 2025. KO'd Simon Oliveira, and then beat Rob Font by decision. Rob Font's not a good win in 2026, so I can't really gauge where David Martinez is because beating Rob Font doesn't mean shit to me, to be honest. But can I pick Marlon Vera in 2026? And no, I can't. I really can't. I can just see how this fight's going to go. It's going to be a 29-28 David Martinez victory, maybe even a 29-28 for Vera, one scorecard. It's going to be a split decision. Vera is going to, the ref's going to be holding both their guys' hands. Vera's going to have his hand up. Vera's going to be like going like this, like saying, I won. And David Martinez is going to win 29-28. Marlon Vera's going to storm off and be pissed and act like he won the fight when he didn't go forward. Didn't throw shots, didn't do shit in the fight, but just point fight. And he's going to be pissed that he lost, even though he fucking probably deserved it because he doesn't throw shit and doesn't go for fucking finishes or do anything fucking good anymore. So, yeah, give me David Martinez by 29-28 decision, possibly by split decision. He's not finishing Marlon Vera. Marlon Vera's not finishing David Martinez. This guy, I think he's a doctor or some shit like that. So he's got a nice little fucking background, but yeah. I think he's going to win 29-28. Marlon Vera is going to think he won and then be pissed that he didn't because he didn't throw shit. So I can't pick Marlon Vera anymore. If he goes out there and slams out David Martinez, which if he was a pressure fighter, he might be able to do that with his power. But yeah, he won't do that. He'll just sit on the fucking back foot and just fucking kick and jab and fucking throw right hands that missed and then be pissed that he lost. So give me David Martinez 29-28. Moving on, main event of the evening, Brandon Moreno versus Loney Kavanaugh. Now, I made a video about this saying that this is a good fight. If you actually take a look at the rankings and not just fucking talk shit on Twitter, you'll see that this is the only option for Brandon Moreno. Loney Kavanaugh was one of the only options for him, other than Horiguchi. Horiguchi could have, backed out of that fight against Amir Albazi and taken this much bigger fight against Brandon Moreno, but fucking Horiguchi didn't do it. I don't know what the hype is with Horiguchi. I don't like the guy. I love his post-fight interviews. Like, the guy's funny as shit, but as a fighter, I think he's boring as shit. And not taking in a fucking fight against Brandon Moreno, I mean, I understand you want to, protect your record and protect your spot, but I think that would have just been a banger fight, but well, that fight probably would have been boring. Brandon Moreno is quite boring, and so is Horiguchi, in my opinion. So that fight probably would have been a stinker. But Loney Kavanaugh versus Brandon Moreno, I'm not going to lie, I genuinely want to take Loney Kavanaugh. Like, I'm not even capping. I'm not going to, though. I'm going to be smart. I'm not going to fucking be stupid and pick fucking Anthony Hernandez after I thought he was good after beating fucking Roman Dolidze. I'm going to go with Brandon Moreno. And I'm going to take him by finish. I'm going to take him by round 3 or 4 TKO up against the fence. I think Loney taking this fight on short notice. There's hella elevation in Mexico. Brandon Moreno, he's used to it. He's fought there before. I think Moreno will show. I think Kavanaugh maybe could take a round off him early. He is very good a pressure fighter. He's a great striker. He's a nice little prospect. I do fuck with Loney Kavanaugh. Obviously, he did get slammed out by Charles Johnson, which fucking... Charles Johnson will look so good and slam out people like fucking Loney Kavanaugh and Josh Van and then lose to fucking CJ Vergara or some fucking shit, whoever he lost to last time. So yeah, I'm going to go Brandon Moreno, late rounds TKO, round 3, round 4, putting the pressure on, breaking Loney Kavanaugh, just having way more experience. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say about that. This card's pretty shit, I'm not going to lie. The only interesting fights are the top 4, in my opinion. Chairez, because I fuck with him. King Green, Zellhuber. Bobby Green always comes to scrap, so that'll be fun. This fight is going to suck, but, I mean, it's 2 high-level names, I guess. And then Moreno Kavanaugh. I think it'll be a good fight for, for as long as it lasts, but I think Moreno's pressure in the later rounds, especially on a weaker gas tank Kavanaugh and taking it on short notice and the elevation, I think it's just going to be too much for Kavanaugh. So give me Brandon Moreno, round 3 or 4 TKO. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Yeah, let me know what you think of the card. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.